Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Geraldine Isabel Manalu with student ID number 2023-32016. Here I will explain about the lab report and theories related to the lab. Okay, let's start. 1. Open the Cisco Packet Tracker application. 2. Add device. Click the switch icon on the left panel, then drag and drop the switch to the work area. Click the PC icon on the left panel and drag and drop 7 PCs to the work area. Click the server icon on the left panel, then drag and drop the server to the work area. And 3. Connecting device. Connect the PC to the switch. Click the UTP cable icon on the left panel, then drag the cable from the available Ethernet port on the switch. Connect the server to the switch. Click the UTP cable icon on the left panel, then drag the cable from the available Ethernet port on the switch. Next, 4. Configure the server. Right-click on each PC and select desktop, select IP configuration, then activate DHCP. Open service on the server desktop, active the DHCP service, and configure the IP address, subnet mask, and gateway that will be provided by the DHCP server. To set the IP address, click on the device, then open the desktop and IP configuration, and there you will find IPv4 configuration. Fill in the IPv4 address and subnet mask and other input. After the select that service menu, there is DHCP under HTTP. Then turn on radio button. Next, fill in the full name and click Add. Next, open service on the server desktop, activate the DNS service, then configure the domain that will be managed by DNS server. Then enter and type the names of each. Next, fill in the address according to the DNS server. After that, just click Add to add. Check whether DNS has been formatted or not from the client PC by clicking on one of the client PCs, then the desktop menu, and click Web Browser. In the URL, type isabel.com as previously named, then press Enter and the display will appear as below. If after accessing isabel.com an element like the one above appears, then the DNS has automatically formatted, meaning that the DNS in this practicum has changed the website address on the PC server 192.16x.16.1 to the URL page http isabel.com. The next discussion is about the web server, which aims to change the isabel.com website interface from the default page to according to your own wishes by closing the previous display. Then click on the server, then select the service menu. Next, in the server menu, we select the HTTP menu. Now, in this HTTP, there is a radio button, namely turn on the radio button on HTTP and HTTPS. Now, here there are several files that can be edited according to your own wishes. For example, you want to edit index.html. Just click Edit, then edit according to your own wishes. Change the Cisco Packet Tracker with each identity. Then in Welcome to Cisco Packet Tracker can be changed into your own sentence. Here I will change it to Welcome to Embedded System Laboratory and Computer Network class B32. After change of everything, just click Save. Next, check on the PC. While on PC 0, left click, then select desktop, then go to the web browser. In this URL, just type it like isabel.com. Then the display will change according to what was changed earlier. Now, after I have explained to the contents of my lab report, next I will explain the stories related to the lab that I just delivered. 1. DHCP or Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. DHCP is a network management protocol used to automate the process of configuring devices on IP networks. The protocol dynamically assigns an IP address and other network configuration parameters to each device on a network, enabling them to communicate with other IP networks. The practical likely involves setting up a DHCP server to allocate IP address to client device, allowing them to join the network automatically. Theory: DHCP works through a four-step process: DHCP discover, DHCP offer, DHCP request, and DHCP acknowledgement or ACK. This process allows devices to request an IP address and other network setting from the DHCP servers. Next, HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP is an application protocol used for transmitting hypermedia documents such as HTML. It is the foundation of any data exchange on the web, and it is a protocol used to load web pages using hypertext links. In the practical, HTTP might have been used to test whether web pages hosted on a local server can be accessed by client device using a browser. Theory: HTTP works as a request-response protocol between a client and server. The client, usually a web browser, sends an HTTP request to the server, and the server responds with the requested web page or research. Next, DNS, Domain Name System. DNS is the point of the internet. Humans access information online through domain names such as google.com or isabel.com. Web browser interact through Internet Protocol or IP address. DNS translates domain name to IP addresses so browser can load internet research. In the practical, DNS would have been used to test whether a domain name could be resolved to the correct IP address of a server. Theory: the DNS resolution process involves several steps. The client sends a DNS request to a DNS resolver, which checks if the request domain name is available in this case. If not, it queries the root server, the top-level domain, or TLD server, and finally the authoritative server to get the correct IP address associated with the domain. That's all the explanation for me, and thank you.